I never actually. No, I want to keep this on this time, and I never know when to actually like start speaking because there's always like a little bit of a delay. So I just have to hope that that someone writes in the chat soonish, or sometimes my phone lights up and says I'm live. But like now you get to see firsthand the awkwardness of starting an actual stream because you don't actually know when you're live. All right, I do see a few comments, so we're going to learn live. Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from YuGiOh Everything, and welcome back to another live stream. I am joined by a very special friend of mine, a good guy in the community, Jesse Wood. How you doing, man?
Doing great.
That's awesome. I've shouted this guy out at the end of my videos for the last year and a half, so thank you so much for your incredible support, dude. And he took the 5-hour drive, was it?
Yeah, about 5 hours.
5-hour drive. Well, don't shrug that off. That is a long drive from Massachusetts to join me today. How are you guys doing? I do like to give a shout out to everyone who comes by early on. So big thank you to Playmaker, YuGiOh, Phoenix Flame, Jesse Dunn, Jarek, Taker Napper, Cusley, The Jared Punch, Tara Arnold, Mad Kaiser, NWP Dark, Jack Rhodes, 10th Emperor, Jesse Dunn, Playmaker, I always repeat people's names. Matthew Kennedy, Minister of Gundam, thank you for that donation. Everyone watch Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans for Best Gundam Ever, Gundam Barbados, and love Best Girl Atra. Thank you so much, man. You're an awesome dude. Elena, Cool Alex, Luis, and CBOC Shabangu, how you guys doing? Have you ever watched Gundam, by the way?
I have yet to do it. It's on my list of things I mean to get around to.
Yeah.
And then usually forget because
There's just so many shows, man.
Yep.
There's just so many shows. But no, Gundam, I do want to really watch Gundam, mainly because of Minister of Gundam. You've really almost convinced me single-handedly to watch the show. So, yeah, we're going to be opening a box each. So I'm going to open my box first. I'm going to open horribly. Then hopefully you guys stay to watch Jesse open. He usually gets amazing pack luck. So it'll be fun to see him open a box. And then after we open our boxes, we're going to go over some thoughts we want to see on Yu-Gi-Oh! 7. We're probably less than 4 weeks away from getting news. Jump Festa is 4 weeks to this day. So that should be really, really fun. We are also going to go over some thoughts on whether we are going to get a new summoning mechanic, whether we want to see it, Jesse being a very competitive player. We will discuss that. So that will be a lot of fun. And yeah, maybe Jesse will be my good luck charm. I don't think so. I think I'm just cursed out bad luck. But we're going to, and yeah, Pokélord, absolutely. If you want to send me anything for me to, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, absolutely. YuGiOh, thank you so much for the donation. It's not like I told you to watch IBO or Double O. No, you've convinced me too. You don't worry. You've convinced me too. And thank you for that donation, man. All right, let's get into it. All right, I just want to make sure everything's working properly. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Also, there's the box. Oh yeah, we do want to show off something if you want to talk about it real quick.
Yep. So here have the probably chase card, at least to me right now, of the set. I think technically both of the Dragon Maids are right now more expensive, but I think long term the best card is this, which is Prime Mathmech Albertian, which this is my Japanese copy from when I was in Japan. So main reason why is that in addition to being great in the deck, it's also as well can search any level 4 monster or any spell and trap in the game, so
this is the card.
Eventually.
Yes, this card goes for like 35 in the TCG or so. So this is the card you want to pull, which is, it's a gorgeous looking card, dude. And having the OCG version is really awesome. And even see the V jump right down there. So that's awesome.
In the V jump where they had Reigns to reach its climax.
Right, which a lot of us thought, it doesn't mean the show's ending soon. Wow, we were completely wrong on that. The video from last night, John Espinoza, the After Dark stream, I upload them as unlisted, just so people who aren't interested in the non-Yu-Gi-Oh stuff of my channel don't get like flooded in their subscriber feed. If you go to playlists, if you go to After Dark playlists, it will be in that playlist. So that's where you want to see. That's where you can see the video. When is the FTC going to hit this stream, man? Oh, man. Well, I'm going to be doing a video on the FTC soon, and I honestly think that this channel is going to be okay from that. You know all about that stuff and COPPA.
I have seen...
It affects everyone, though, because, Pokemon is in trouble. Like, all these, fun stuff, man. A lot of it's in trouble.
Also, as well, I know, like Lego as well.
Lego, yeah, no, Lego is,
Like,
yeah.
That
And it's just
one
crazy because
screams me the most.
adults enjoy this stuff too, man. Like, come on. So I opened a box without scissors, thanks to the advice of Jesse. Got our Mystic Fighters box looking really, really nice right there. And let's get to it. Now the other Dragon Maids, right? There's 2 Dragon Maids that are worth like $20, $30.
Yep, which are Nurse or Dragon Maid, Kitchen, and Nurse. Yeah.
Dragon Maid, Kitchen, and Nurse. All right, Mystic
Yeah, I know.
Fighters. Let's.
I prefer the rest of G names.
Thank you, Luke Mon. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get into the Mystic Fighters. So, I just realized that normally I have this camera facing this way.
Ooh.
I never have it facing this way, so that's kind of awkward. But you know what? I can read it via the screen. So we have appropriate. We have Debris Dragon. Oh, that's a cool little revolver. Revolver. That was that revolver?
You say.
You say that was
Long
revolver.
ago.
Jeez, that was you say. Yeah, revolver. Dragon Maid changeover. Oh, that's a Dragon Maid hangover. I was gonna say, whoa. I don't know what they're implying there. Waking the Dragon, a very fun arc from the original Yu-Gi-Oh. And Dragon Maid Lore Par. That is beautiful art, dude. Jesus. Yeah, the Dragon Maids. What are the Dragon Maids' lores? Are they dragons that were maids, or were they maids that were dragons?
I think more or less what it is that the humanoid versions turn into their dragon-like counterparts.
Okay. So basically, like these human maids turn into dragons.
Yes.
I'm sure people love that.
I'm sure it will be popular.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. Ooh, that is a cool looking card. True King of all calamities.
Still wish it had been a secret rare in the set, but
Yeah, the secret rare would have looked really cool.
also because prior version was a super, so it's
So it's the same card then. Oh, that.
Yep.
See, Jesse's bringing the knowledge on this channel that I cannot give you, so that's why I love having him here. Oh, we have appropriate. Oh, there's our first Math Mech multiplication, and then I'm getting confused what card's actually in my hand, and then Dovelgus Gene Raider Boss of Iron. That's a cool looking card. I like the designs of a lot of these cards, man. That's why I've never been a huge if it doesn't have value, because I really don't sell. I'm not sure if you're like a seller, but I never really sell these cards. So much lag for me. I'm on a wired connection, Lewis, so it might be on your end. Because usually if I drop frames, it tells me, which it is not. I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For 7 years. How long have you been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For? Oh, there's a classic, dude.
Dear Lord, I don't want to think.
I know.
Realistically, all right. So I took off around middle Zexal era to early Arc 5. So came out in 2001. So that's minus 3 years. So at least 16.
That's crazy. 16 years, man. Well, you did drink it. You did jinx it, Elena. Elena said the camera's been good, and then it just crapped out on math mech induction. Elena, you jinxed it. Sam, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. Mestioku, we are a chip pack opening channel. See you later, Shabango. Thanks for coming by. I have played Pokemon Sword or Shield. Yes, we both have, right? Yeah.
Yes.
It is you've beaten it, right?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. I have gotten through six gyms, so I'm almost there. Math Mech Sigma, another true king of all calamities. You know we're getting a lot of those cards because you wanted it as a secret.
Yep.
Got Monster Gate. Parlor Dragon Maid, that's cool.
That's actually one of the short printed supers.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's actually a pretty valuable super.
Yeah, it's $5.
Oh, wow, okay.
Luckily heard about it in time, so I got mine before they, spiked.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But yeah, that and the...
So these maids turn into dragons, because you can see she's already in the middle of her transformation.
Yes, actually, I think that here, one of your first secret...
Oh, yeah, I can see the similarities there. So she turns into that. That's actually really, really awesome.
Yep.
That's cool. I like that, man. That's some cool. And then our secret... Gene Raider Boss Quest. I love these sets that just have supers and secrets, because I do love how the rarities look on the card artwork.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. Dragon Maids of the Gene Raiders. Dylan, Parlor, and Low Par are anagrams. Oh, yeah, anagrams is in Oh, wait. Oh! Anagrams means you can Right, rearrange the letters and you get the dragon. That's cool.
Yep.
Or, I wonder if all the Dragon Maids are like that. Oh, that's the gimmick. Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. Look at Konami being clever. I love that.
Super Rejuve.
Super Rejuve, another Monster Gate.
0 to 3.
Dragon Maid Downtime. See, here they're just hanging out. We got Parlor right there.
Get back to work.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, get back to becoming
Slacking.
dragons. Waking the Dragon. And, our first fusion of the set, House Dragon Maid. So hopefully we will get her dragon form as well. But not in dragon form. She's got 3,000 attack. She's a pretty strong maid. Jeez.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best cards of its archetype. So just to remind myself. Yeah, basically, so their whole gimmick is that the small ones tag into the big ones. And this one helps do that helps out when that happens because its other effect is that, in addition to its first one, is that when another face-up returns to the hand, which is how they do it, you can target one monster your opponent controls and destroys it. So,
that's pretty good.
yeah, it's basically, and as well, it's not once per turn, so if you have a bunch of the small ones, then can keep tagging out.
Then you're good, yeah. That's a really good card.
And do the...
Odd Eyes Vaughn, Dragon Waifus, Konami, what the hell are you smoking? Well, Odd Eyes, Devin, they gotta get clever, man. They gotta get clever here.
It is Konami.
It is Konami. Got Rekindling, and then, Naglfar, I cannot pronounce that name at all. Gene Raider, Boss of Fire, that's a cool looking. Look at, and of course it renders out. Weird attack points though, only 3,100 attack points. Not only, but like, I feel like it's weird to be over 3,000 and have like an odd number. Like with the 31s, you don't see many 33s.
As long as it's not those Castle of Dark Illusion type numbers.
Well, okay, yeah. You know what? Still a whole number, so we can't complain. It's based on the manga Koyabashi, the dragon, made dragon. The author gave a green light for them being made in YuGiOh. I did not know that. That is really cool. Dragon made Tinkek. Debris Dragon. Another Debris Dragon. Another Jinzo. Joey Wheeler Jinzo. Lightning, Dragon Ruler of Giraffes, and... Geomathmech Final Sigma. I remember when these cards first came out, I made a video how I thought Soulburner was going to change decks, because these are Cyberse monsters, and I thought maybe Soulburner, with the disappearance of Flame in the final season, was going to use these Mathmechs, but that never happened. But it would have been cool to see, because they were Fire Cyberse monsters. I was like, dude, this is it. I remember that video. I was wrong on that video. But you get used to that with me being wrong on predictions, so it's all good. Yeah, big oof. We got Mathmech Subtraction. Another Gene Raider boss fight. A third True King of All Calamities. Gene Raider boss loot. Gene Raider boss quest. It's been a Gene Raider pack. Oh, this is the final. Yep, secret rare. Gene Raider boss quest. Well, again, we're looking for that big pull. I have a feeling we're not going to get it. At least with my box. Your box might be a different story. Dragon Maid Ernest. Mathmech Subtraction. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Dragon. Jeez. Dragon Ravine. It's a fun card. And Nidhogg, Gene Raider Boss of Ice. I feel like we've gotten a lot of Gene Raider secrets, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Is it Gene Raider or Gene Raider?
Gene Raider.
It is Gene Raider, okay.
Yep.
It is Gene Raider, Vaughn. And yeah, I mean, the big one is Needle Fiber is coming out in the TCG. Surprised at that? I mean, what did you think of that?
I am glad the meme has finally ended.
Of Needle Fiber not being in the...
Yep.
Yeah.
We can no longer say when every pack comes out, Needle Fiber? Needle Fiber? Needle Fiber.
It's amazing.
But now, it's here.
Yeah. That is awesome, man.
Which, apparently, fun fact, by the way, about one of the cards pulled, which was Fire Fist Dragon. Glad to have it finally get a reprint because... So, the Fire Fists themselves after the pack weren't too bad, but because there was only one printing of Dragon, that thing's been $30 forever.
Oh, really?
Which I am happy to say I never picked it up because I could kind of tell that realistically was going to get either an OTS pack, reprint, or something of the sort.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's nuts.
one of those prime examples of when one card isn't reprinted.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, needle fiber is going to be pretty insane. Melinda, thank you so much for the donation. A good luck dono for Melinda. Melinda is an amazing gal. So thank you so much, Melinda. I really do appreciate that. Mac Billion Blade Nayatu, Dark World Dealings, Stamping Destruction, Gene Raider Boss Fight, and ooh, that's a cool Dragon Maid card. Dragon Maid Nutty Jarl. Is this a good card?
It's
Nutty Jarl. It's not one of the
still.
short printed, but still, you know what? It looks cool, and these secrets like to de-render very quickly, so I apologize. But Cammy doing good. How you doing, Jesse? You doing good today?
Yep.
Someone said I'm gonna make a video on how Wendy's deck was gonna be an FA deck because it has to do with, or Wendy's kid. Wendy's kid. Oh jeez, come on, I'm not that messed up, guys. Kate, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. Summon Sorceress and Firewall. Yeah, well, they should bring those cards back. Dragon's Gunfire, Mech, another Brotherhood, House Dragon Maids. So we got 2 House Dragon Maids. It's cool. And we are almost halfway through. Nothing crazy so far, right? How would you honestly? How would you rank the pack so far? Halfway through, how would you rank the box out of 10?
Did get at least Parlor so far, so have
Okay.
won one of the short print supers, but secrets are what they are.
Yeah, so you'd say it's been pretty decent.
It's been at least as good as you can get at times with boxes.
Okay, well, you know what, I'll take that.
Actually, speaking of which, that's the other short printed.
Hospitality?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so yeah, for short printed supers, we're doing pretty good with this box.
At least I think it is. Is that the Yep, that's Monster Born.
Yep. Special summon 1 Dragon Maid monster. Yeah, okay, beautiful. We did not yet, Sam, no.
We have an OCG one if it counts.
Geomathematic. Yeah, Sam, we do have an OCG one that Jesse picked up on his journey to Japan, which is a... how much is this worth in the OCG, by the way?
I forget because... So I just got the manga it came with, which I think was like 15, which was... I think about what it was at. It was like that or like 10 at least.
Okay. Well, still. So not as much as in the US, but still. Or the TCG, I should say. This is Jesse Wood.
Howdy.
You probably know his name because I shout him out at the end of every single video I have for the last year and a half, so thank you again. So he's going to be opening his box after mine. No great pulls, Sapphire. Jesse is a good guy. No, I mean, a couple of decent pulls, but nothing worth like a crazy amount. But we will see. We still have half of the box to go, and we have Jesse's box. Hella, I love that card design. That is awesome. Mardark, and another Secret Dragon Maid Lorpar, which I feel like we've gotten. Parlor, yeah, we've definitely gotten. Anagrams.
Yep. Anagrams.
Am I buying the dual disc? Probably not. Dual disc is kind of expensive. Dragon's Gunfire.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, Gene Raider Boss.
Considering it, but probably not right
it's
now.
like it's a few hundreds, right?
That is one of them, but not the one.
For a second, dude, my stomach sank because it's the same. It's literally like the same design, or it's the same color scheme.
It is, I believe.
Oh my god, dude! Look how similar they look.
Yeah.
I knew that wasn't the name, but for a split second, dude, I thought I got the pull. Nothing great, Axe. I mean, a couple of decent short prints, super wise, but none of the top 3 in terms of value. Damn, man. Thought that was it.
Art-wise, these are incredibly similar.
We pull any of the short print secrets yet? No, right?
Nope, only the supers.
No, only the short print supers, Sam. But Jesse's got a box, and he's usually pulls crazy.
Skill.
So, yeah, skill. So, we'll see how Jesse pulls. Damn.
Yeah, seriously, I was like...
Right,
But then it was like, right, I forgot they look identical.
Yeah, no, they do look really good. But, damn, for a second I thought I got
Then it was like...
Yeah. That's me every time I open a box. I get happy about the box coming to my house, and then I remember, I'm going to pull probably $10 worth of cards. Another equation. Balance Lord. Yeah. Oh, man. What was your favorite deck used in Vrains? That's a good question. I liked Revolver's deck a lot. Favorite deck used in Vrains?
Yes, we have pulled Debris Dragons.
We have, yeah. We've pulled two. We've pulled two Debris Dragons. Two of Yusei's Debris Dragons. Appropriate. Can you render in? Can these? There we go.
There we go.
Dragon Maid Ernest, Stamping Destruction,
Dank World Dealings.
Dank World Dealings, and another Geomath Mech Sigma. You know, you pay $100 for a webcam and it can't even render in properly on these cards. Jesus Christ.
Or is it so that Konami will secretly one day make their own
Right.
cameras that are the only ones that work?
That
for
can
you?
render it on you. Probably right. Sam said Lone Fire and Calamity should have been secret. Jesse said Calamity should have been secret.
Yes, they should. Oh, speak of the devil.
When we first started. And there's Lone Fire, yep. Should have seen that coming. Fraudy Gene Raider Boss of Swords, Rekindling, Mathmech Multiplication, and another House Dragon Maid. That is our third House Dragon Maid.
Yep, I think that they had like a case thing, or like a couple cases thing on, I think it was like someone else, like they were doing like the ratios on it. Apparently the most common one is that, so that's
Oh, really? No, so
holding
that's-
up so far.
Yeah, well, that is holding up so far.
Still like $2, hilariously though.
Really? That's
Yeah, I think
surprising.
it's. Ooh, nice. That is one of the short prints.
Really? Okay. So there we go. So that's a good pull.
Yes, that is actually really good.
Yeah, okay.
So that one is the thing that basically makes the deck work, basically. So it's Gene Raiders are heavily revolved around their field spell, which, to give it a brief read, basically I believe what it does is.
You want to? It's gonna
Yeah.
keep rendering in and out. All right, we got a short. I'll take it.
Yes, so its effect is that if cards added from the main deck to your opponent's hand, excepting damage step, you can special summon one Gene Raider from your deck in defense mode. So, I mean, yeah, special summoning from deck is always solid. And as well, so their main gimmick is this, which is that they make your opponent draw a card, so you just, or you can do it during your opponent's draw phase, which then
Yeah.
can go for that, and as well then get tokens.
So that is really the card that makes Gene Raiders work.
Yeah, it definitely
That's
qualifies
awesome.
as one of those decks that revolves around their field spell.
That's awesome. Well, you know what? Hey, there we go, man. I'll take
But
that.
we got it.
I'll take that pull. We got it. We got something. So
We
at
got
least I can say, hey, it wasn't a complete waste. Dark World Dealings, another Gene Raider Boss Fight. That's actually kind of a cool card. Sign that back door. Dragon Maid Changeover. This is in the middle of them changing from a maid to a dragon. And then Kitchen
Ooh.
Dragon Maid.
That is one of the short printed.
Let's go, baby. Let's
That
go.
one is currently 30.
Oh, that's the 30. Oh,
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
Oh, hey, there we go, baby. That is probably the greatest pull. And I'm not even being like over exaggerating. That's probably the greatest pull I have ever had in any of these box openings, not counting dual power. And I've been doing them since January. That's probably in terms of value. That's awesome, dude. All right, I'll take this.
Which, if memory serves me right with this one, I believe. Yeah, the other one's the Monster one. So yeah, this one's the one that searches any Dragon Maids from your deck to your hand.
That's great, dude.
Yep.
That pays off like almost half of the box right there.
Yep.
All right, beautiful.
Probably between that and the other one, which is I think still like 10. So
Ugh.
that and the two short printed supers are each like 5. So yeah,
That is awesome, man. That is
the
awesome.
miracle might happen.
Yeah, so you know what? I'll take that. We actually got a really good pull, a really valuable pull. I'm happy about that, man. Insane, I did not forget. I literally have it on my list of things to do. Jesse can attest to this. I woke up at literally like 2:30, 3 p.m. So I will do it actually I'll do it with Jesse as soon as we are done here. Waking the Dragon, Gene Raider Boss Fight, Heavy Slump. Let's get another one. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling lucky. Ah, damn it. All right, that's all right. Yeah, Sam can attest to it too because like with an hour left, I was like messaging Sam like, "Hey, can you make the thumbnail for the stream, man? I'm so sorry." So thank you, Sam. Axe the Road, thank you so much for the donation. I'm not sure why the alert box isn't working when people donate, but Axe the Road, thank you so much, dude. Let me just take a look real quick at the alert box. Should be working. Let me see. Maybe I
Oop. In the meantime, I can do this. But
yeah, the alert box glitched out, so I apologize. But Axe the Road, thank you so much. And yeah, it is worth like $30 that card. So that's awesome. Heavy Slump, Gene Raider, Boss Room, Dragon Ravine. Let's go, baby. I mean, it's actually a really cool looking card with a very Nordic name, Jormungandr. You know, how do you even say that name?
I'm bad at pronouncing
I mean, I'm not any better, but geez. Pete, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming by. So my last pack, let's see what we pull. This is that. I didn't even... Oh, John, thank you so much for that. Oh, you know what? No, it was a test. No, yeah, because when I tested the widget, I didn't get I thought for a second someone donated $14. When I tested the widget, it acts as if it's an actual donation. So John is not real. That's just a fake name. For a second, I was like, oh shit, thanks for the dono. And I was like, oh no, that's not right. Balancer Lord, Laundry Dragon Maid. That's our first laundry. Sign at backdoor. Let's see the last one. Dragon Maid, welcome. But you know what, ladies and gents, I cannot complain. We got in terms of actual money, we got the second most valuable card in this entire set, Kitchen Dragon Maid, worth $30 US. That is a great pull. Genuinely, one of the best pulls I've ever had in terms of card value on a live stream. Yeah, I mean, so Kitchen Dragon Maid, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for becoming part of the old collection. Because I don't sell these cards, but, you know. So cool. I'm happy about that.
Yay!
Yeah, no, I'm
got short prints on a stream.
I'm thrilled.
It finally happened.
It finally happened. You know what? It wasn't. Yeah, it was finally a good pull. Probably if I sold all those cards, I could probably get 45, 50, I'd say.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So you know what? It was actually a pretty good, which I'm not going to do, but it's a pretty good pull. And then I put them back in the box. This is my storage unit. I need to get like a display cabinet to display all the sets. But that's my storage unit, and yeah, beautiful. All right, so Yu-Gi-Oh! 2020 discussion will be after these openings. So those are coming very soon. No, we cannot get Uncle Wayne on the stream. Jesse, sorry, you are next. I'm going to shift the camera. It's going to get really trippy.
Wow.
And we're going to the Black Rose mat.
All right.
All
now,
right, let's do it.
Skill.
Come on, you got this, Jesse. Yu-Gi-Oh! Timeline's coming out in December. That's a definite December release.
All right.
Not sure when I'm going to do part 2 of the Dual Evolution, but I will do that soon. Link Evolution. All right, let's do it. Let's get these polls.
Right. Let's start off with my first pack, which is True King of All Calamities, Monster Gate, Parlor Dragon Maid.
That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one.
So, at least I've gotten one of the short print supers, Dragon's Gunfire, and Mathmech Induction.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Groudon, how you doing? Yeah, there's a lot of live streams, man. It's the filler arc.
Alright, so this one is Subtra, Dragon's Ravine.
Let me raise it a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, you know what? There you go. Beautiful.
Spell and Mathmech
Equation. Okay. All right. Not bad. You know what? It's early on. You're going to get better here.
Yeah, I got Parlor at least, so I'll take...
You did get Parlor, so you're already off to a better start than I was.
Alright. I can't tell what that one is. I think it's a generator card. Nabla. This thing.
Boss Fight and Sigma.
Sigma and House Dragon Maid.
House Dragon Maid, which is a lot. I pulled. I pulled Kitchen. Junko. That was my big pull. Probably one of my best pulls I've ever had on a live stream.
All right. Dark World Dealings. Stamping Destruction. Don't know what that thing is. And Generator Bosso Fire.
Okay. Not bad. Let me, because my zoom feature is horrible. Let me move this closer. Okay, beautiful.
Stamping Destruction again. Nabla Billing Blades. Balancer Lord, which I'm glad got a rarity from.
And Lone Fire, which Sam said should have been a secret.
And another Generator.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, right. So I guess in terms of what I'm looking for, it's mostly just MathMax stuff. Because honestly, I think that's the... Oh, nice, I got at least the Shortman Super.
There you go.
And... Oh, I actually got the other 30.
Oh, my God, there you go. There you go. Nurse Dragon Maid. There you go. And you got that on the third pack. What the hell, dude? That was like your fifth pack. And you pulled the... Yeah, so you know what? These two boxes actually proved pretty fruitful. Jeez, that is awesome.
All right, so...
That's a good pull.
That means my luck remains intact no matter which one we pick.
We got Nurse, and we got Kitchen. So, pretty good. All we need now is you to pull the real chase card. And we'll see if that happens.
Balls.
Stream is a bit dodgy. Yeah, that's because my webcam is horrible. Rekindling.
Ooh, and I can tell it's Final Sigma.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's a good one.
Yes.
Top 10 antagonists. I have done that video already, YuGiOh. I've done top 10 villains. I did it before Vrain started, so that I think Lightning would probably be in it. I don't know if Bowman would be, but top 10 episodes, Electric Heaven. I don't think I would do that. Because I feel like top 10 duels is kind of like top 10 episodes. This is Jesse Wood. I've shouted him out in a lot of my videos because he's been a patron of mine for like 15 months. So, drove all the way from Massachusetts. My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Antagonist is Lelouch. Well, if Lelouch was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Then,
Multiplication.
Greetings, Sexy Max from Miami, Florida. Greetings from Middletown, New Jersey. Boring old Middletown. It's a cool looking card. No, I do not sell my cards. I don't sell my. I mean, I would give cards to fans, to people that watch my channel. But right. The thing you have to remember too about these boxes is Jesse bought them. So even though I pulled Kitchen, like you were the one who bought the box, so it wasn't I mean, I basically did piggyback off of your skills there. Yeah, Jesse is the goat.
Downtime, Bouncer Lodo, and the other MathMax Synchro.
That's pretty good. Greetings from Chile. Yeah, it's crazy how many people are like all over the world. It's really cool. Another Lone Fire.
Sigma. Or, not Sigma. No, Sigma. I wrong. That thing. And, yay, another Magma.
Another Magma. I would sell my kidney for a Borreload and Heat Lyo. I have a feeling your kidney might be worth a little more than that. I would not sell your kidney short, Junko, but hey, more power to you, I guess. I'm not sure if Fire Vex. Maybe I'll do that. Remember I did a draw do you remember I did that? It was a long time ago. You might have actually found my channel after. I did like a draw the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonist contest. Did you start watching me after Vrain started or during Arc 5?
I think I know I watched a few videos of yours before, Arc 5 was going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Waking the Dragon, aka the thing that I got people to hit into a lot randomly.
You've gotten that pull a lot. Oh, that's cool. You're in Mexico. That's awesome, Max. I want to go to Mexico. I mean, I want to go to a lot of places. But thank you so much.
Can confirm. It's fun to go places.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always good to see your family.
And...
Yeah, I think a kidney is worth like $500,000. Not sure how we got on that topic, but Thank you, King of Games. It says good luck on the pulls. Have fun at work, man. Thanks for coming by, dude. We appreciate it.
All right. Boss bite.
Backdoor.
Heavy
Slump.
slump. Division.
Let's get that secret. Nope.
Gene raid again.
Yep. Gotten a few gene raids.
A few.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they must be like the most commonly printed secret.
I know. I can't believe DJ brought that up, Sam.
Nabla. Enough more gene raid.
Jeez, yeah, that was.
And more.
You think darkness had an influence on the past? I don't. No, I mean, he's one of those villains that can always appear. That's why I really like the concept of him returning at some point. But
all right. Another balance alert. And Deputy Dragon. And
Dragon Maid, welcome.
I'll take it.
We are gonna get Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 news on December 21st. So very soon, within a month, at Jump Festa. So we are very close to getting Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 news.
And another final Sigma.
Yeah, I know. I have to. Yeah, that's not a bad comparison, Sam. I got to check my Discords too often.
And Warper.
Jesse, you've played the TCG competitively for a long time.
Long enough, yes.
Yeah. I didn't really play competitively. I played very casually for like a few months. But it's fun. I definitely see the appeal of it. It's a lot of fun.
And Boss Quest.
Yeah.
2 packs left. Jinzo.
Got
Dragon.
a Jinzo.
Super Rejuve. Sigma. And a playset of Magma. I've gotten a playset of Magma, which... not complaining on that one.
Is this your last pack?
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
Dibbity Dragon. Jinzo.
Let's get it right here. But you know what? We can't complain.
Yeah, I got
we each got one of the high profile Dragon Maids, so that's awesome, man. Good job, good pulling. And yeah, we'll take it. Cool.
I'll take it.
Yes. Alrighty, well, thank you guys for hanging out, watching us. We are going to discuss very quickly now. Actually, maybe not even very quickly, for a while, probably. That's the correct one. Alright. So let's discuss, Jesse, as you clean that up.
Yeah, I forgot about how.
Yeah, how messy it gets. Yu-Gi-Oh! 7, as you guys know, is due to come out at some point in 2020. That's all we know in regards to Yu-Gi-Oh! 7. The big thing that comes with a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Show is usually a new summoning mechanic. Yes. Usually a big change to the card game. Is it safe to say, in your opinion, that Lynx changed the card game more so than any of the other summoning methods of Pendulums, XZs, and Synchro? Because with Lynx, the board changed as well. So do you think that's a fair statement, or do you think Pendulums or Synchros had as big of an effect on the game as Lynx have?
I would say that, yeah.
As someone who has played the game competitively for a long time.
Yeah, I'd say that definitely, if nothing else, Lynx have been by far the most powerful extra deck mechanic just because of how generic they are. Like,
right.
Like 2+ monsters, 2 monsters including a tuner or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, like with the other summonings, it's like a lot more specific, I feel like.
Yeah.
But the other thing that Lynx really make you utilize is you have to summon a Link monster in order to spam the field with special summoning. And I remember when Lynx were first introduced, a lot of people thought, oh, well, Lynx are introduced to the game to slow it down. That did not happen at all.
No.
No. So my question for you is, do you believe that we are going to get a new summoning mechanic in Yu-Gi-Oh! 7? Do you think we should get one? And do you think we will get one? Two different questions there of the same breed.
Yes. So, My own opinion is I think we are gonna get one just because. So the main thing is that right now I would say that in terms of the game, uh, so we're at a weird part in the game because normally we have at least like something in terms of like because we know currently all of the mains or all of the releases until the final two, which we got the first reveals of Eternity Code and we have a deck build pack to go.
Yeah.
And all of them are probably not going to change anything right now. So
right.
as a result, I suspect fully that we will keep at the present moment, probably till Nats again, the same top decks, meaning Orcust, Striker,
Salads are still,
Thunder Dragon.
Yeah.
And to me, really, what that says is either deck build pack's going to be really good, or that I feel like that we're going to get some sort of like, or they're like waiting till the next summoning mechanic and next like era to really change the game. And for now, the thing is that Yu-Gi-Oh's right now and probably its best point it's been in a while.
Well, that's what I've heard from a lot of people. I've heard that like the game right now is like good.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like introducing a new summoning mechanic could change that drastically if the mechanic, depending on what the mechanic is. And I'm sure that could be a reason why maybe there isn't an animated series right now and it's just all hands on deck with what they want to do. Because from my perspective, obviously a new summoning mechanic is important to me because of how it's going to play out in the show. It's important to you. It's important to most people that watch Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm sure it's important to most people in this chat because it's not only in regards to the anime, but it's mostly because of how it's going to actually affect the real game. And like as fun as the anime is not the thing that's bringing in an incredible amount of money to them. It's the game. So
Yeah.
the game is something that needs to stay good and healthy. And I feel like the more summoning methods you have, the more complicated it gets for newer people. So I guess like from what I'm saying is like Links. I feel like the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 show has to have Links involved in a very heavy way unless the board changes again. Do you think they're going to change the board going into 2020?
I don't really think there's going to be much of a change.
So if there's not much of a change, that means Links are still going to be a major focus for the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Show.
Mostly just because I really don't see how they're going to power creep it. Like, in terms of, like, things they could do, which is why I could see quite easily maybe, like, they sort of, like, go the route of pendulums where they just do a main deck mechanic and just go from there, which would be good with me because, quite honestly, extra deck as is, I'm fine with.
Right.
Which, like, in terms of, like, what I think they could do to, like, make it, like, more intriguing, I feel like if they did, like, sort of like what they did during the Arc 5 era, which is that if there were any pendulum decks, it was mostly archetypal. I think that, like, in terms of, like, for example, like, most links are incredibly generic.
Yeah.
As compared to, like, most of, like, good pendulum decks during the time, which were mostly archetypal until lately.
Right.
Like, lately it's become a bit more...
Well, do you think the reason pendulums have become more generic is because that was the one like summoning method that a lot of people felt were hit the hardest, not hit to the point but when the format changed, or affected the worst, not to the point where they're not viable. I mean, I've still seen some pendulum magician decks do very well and make top 16s, but I mean, if you have to pick Synchro XZ's fusion pendulums, which method got hit the hardest because of the new changes in the format and the board, I mean, you would say it's pendulums, right?
That or synchros,
yeah. So, I mean, do you think that's maybe why they're more generic now?
I think as well, partially because the playstyle changed. Like, a lot of, like, the old pendulum decks were things like Metal Foes, which, admittedly, those are kind of generic, actually.
Yeah.
What were they called?
Zephyra?
Zephyra has been sort of added to things since then.
Yeah, okay.
What's that name? I am going to get to you. As well, like Pepe was sort of like
Pepe, yeah.
just.
Magispector, magician.
Thank you, Magispector was the word I was looking for.
Magispector. Yeah, that would that's I know. I feel bad for That's the thing when you also change a board, because for 3 years you throw so much money into pendulums. Like, let's say, like, I know Stardust Nobody. I know there's a lot of people that love pendulums. You spend so much money into pendulums, and then they announce, oh, we're changing the board on the pendulum zones. Now you can, you know what I mean? Like, it screws you, and you lose so much money because of it. And so I understand that, like, by doing a major change like that, you can bring on a lot of frustration from your players while complicating the game for new players. So it's a very tricky situation.
Yeah, I think that it sort of happens a lot when we have it, which is that, generally speaking, I'd say I've rarely seen a summoning mechanic without people getting annoyed about it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's always going to bring some annoyance, but you know, I'm focusing on it obviously because of me, more from an anime perspective, and like when I think about the state of the game now, if they don't change the board, which I agree with you, by the way, I don't think they're going to change the board. If they don't change the board, that means Yu-Gi-Oh! 7, whoever is dueling in Yu-Gi-Oh! 7, whatever protagonist and whatever characters are in that show, they need to use Link Monsters. Like, Link Monsters will still be incredibly prevalent. Even if they add another summoning mechanic, even if it's an extra deck mechanic, you still need Link Monsters to utilize that extra deck mechanic to its fullest potential. So, like, that makes me, like, very intrigued at what they could do. Because all of a sudden, a sequel from one of the original shows, that I feel like the chances of that are now less because of that. Because how do you do a sequel to GX or 5Ds and all of a sudden links are there? When again, the timeline they really don't give a crap about. Yeah. Like, let's be honest. But, like, those are the kind of things that I think. But it will be really interesting to see how they go and what route they go. And then if you're doing a massive crossover, how do you bring this board to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monster setting or a Yu-Gi-Oh! Mark 5 setting even? Where all of a sudden in Arc 5, they're used to just flooding pendulum monsters. You can't do that on this style of game if Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 has the same board. So that almost kills the theory of it's going to be a crossover, because it doesn't work. Right? Like, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna, in terms of, honestly, I think personally it's just going to be a new show, which...
Yeah, I'm fine with a new show.
Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty happy
I'm fine with the new show. As long as it's not a Duel Monsters reboot, which I know a lot of people are starting to sip that Gatorade.
Yep.
I mean, I've heard that from a lot, and it's not a crazy thing. I mean, I understand why people think it will be. But yeah, I think the chances of a massive crossover, Sam thinks it'll be a DM reboot. No, a lot of people do. I would just think that if it's going to be a Duel Monsters reboot, why take this much time?
Yeah.
Right? Because you already know the characters, you know the story. Seto Kaiba's voice actor is Overhaul in My Hero Academia, which I know you watched that show. I noticed it right away. So he's a busy guy now, but
also is hilariously enough, if memory serves me right, the VA for the dub of Star Wars there movies.
Oh really?
Kylo Ren.
Oh really? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's amazing. And he's a main villain in Bleach. Yeah, so I can't imagine his schedule. But I don't know. I hope it's not a Duel Monsters reboot, but a lot of people feel that it might be. Let's assume it's not. I'm almost positive Seto Kaiba's VA is Overhaul. I'm almost positive. Can you confirm that? I'm almost positive. Yeah, because I actually didn't look it up. I just heard it from ear. Okay, he is. Okay. I didn't look it up, so I was getting a little nervous. But no, yeah. Yeah, Kaiba's VA is Overhaul. He's in everything. I'm playing Sekiro, a PS4 game, and he's the main villain in that game, too. He's just in everything. Anyway, so let's assume Arc 5 continuation, Vrain's continuation, it'd be cool. Let's assume that it's a brand new show. What is your ideal protagonist for Yu-Gi-Oh! 7?
Are
you pretty much open to anything? I'm very easygoing. Like I really don't care. What are your thoughts on a girl lead? I want to ask you that. Do you want to see it, and do you think it's possible? Two different questions.
Do I think it's possible? Maybe.
I think there's probably like a 5% chance it happens. Like, I would love to see it. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I think that really it would sort of like be, it's like, I think it's a bit more of a like could go, has as many benefits as the Konami assumed negatives, which is that I do think it would bring, if nothing else, more attention to the show, which
it would. Yeah.
Traditionally, I would say really hasn't got, like, it's sort of like weird, like in terms of like the attention it gets. It usually, like, I'd say starts off decently and then it sort of
fizzles out,
sees where it goes.
And that's your perspective from talking to people at like your locals and stuff.
Yeah, I'd say like since like at least the 5Ds era, which admittedly I think a pretty common thing is that people since then have sort of been at least in terms of the anime. Card game, however, is usually more likely to stick with that just because of enjoyment of the game, etc.
So that's the risk with having a girl protagonist, because it brings more attention, but do you want that attention? And is it going to bring good attention? Because there are some people that probably do not want a girl protagonist. I would like it just because it's different. That's my main reason. I'd like to see what they do with it. That being said, it really doesn't matter. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, I can't believe it's another guy. No, I'm not going to be like that at all. I would just be very... The only thing that I would be a little disappointed in is if it was a very young boy. Like someone younger than like Yuya and Yuma. Like OCG Structure's young.
Oh yeah, I guess that is younger.
Yeah, so because he's younger. I think he's like 10 or 12. So that's what I wouldn't love to see that. And I think like Yuya, as much as I wasn't a huge fan of Yuya, especially down the stretch, I think he lost the perfect amount of times. He lost 4 times throughout the show. I want a protagonist. Like, what do you feel about the invincible protagonist, or would you prefer a protagonist that does lose and shows some vulnerability in duels? Because that's realistic.
Yeah, like honestly, I do prefer like ones that at least like lose a few times, just because the issue with the never losing thing is that never really get to see like how they reacted. Like, I think that kind of was one of my drags on for at least brains like Yusaku, which is that by never seeing him lose, we sort of just more or less got the same Yusaku throughout most of the show, personality-wise.
I completely agree.
Like, I think they did change kind of at the end, but it was sort of, like, weirdly.
Yeah, it wasn't...
It did almost, like, didn't feel, like, earned. Like, it sort of just felt like they were doing it because they were like, alright, so it's been, like, 80% of the series. Let's just try to make him kind of have a little bit of jazz up his personality. Yeah. He's one of the... I forget where I ranked Yuya in my top 10 Arc 5 characters because that was a long time ago. But long ago.
So not counting Yuya, he is the only protagonist that did not make my top 5 characters in his respective show. Yugi would have made it, Jade and Yusei definitely, and I think Yuma probably would have made it too because I thought his development was good. But Yuma lost a lot. You saw those losses affected him. Same with Yuya. And same with Jaden. Jaden lost 3 times. The loss to Kaiba Man, the loss to Hell Kaiser, and Edo, and all 3 of those losses had impacts on him. So, look, losing is... I ranked Yuya 7th. Okay. Man, you guys have a better memory than me. Jeez. I didn't think I had Yuya in the top 5. I remember my top 3 was Shun, Reiji, and Yuto. I don't think in that order. It might have been in that order. So besides Yuya... So actually, that's back-to-back shows where the protagonist did not make my top 5. So I want a protagonist that, like, I love. I haven't loved a protagonist since 5Ds and GX. I did like Yuma at the end, but I wasn't like, oh my god, Yuma's the best character in the show. Yusei and Jaden are probably, in my opinion, the best characters in their respective shows. So YuGiOh has been kind of, I feel like, hit and miss with their protagonists recently. And I really hope that they nail, because they're going to nail the rival. They always nail the rival.
Yes.
Right, every single show. Seto Kaiba, whoever the rival is in GX, Chaz or Hell Kaiser. That's the only one where, okay, maybe they didn't nail the rival. But then you have Jack...
Sort of a...
It was a weird rival. Especially if it's Chaz. It's a more comedic rival. Yeah, we haven't really seen that as much. But then...
For that matter, in general, GX, I'd make the strong argument that they was the only show that didn't really have any like rival third wheel. That's what I called it.
Yeah, GX was again. GX I give slack to because GX was like the first show that they had to write with no source material, and they clearly had no idea what they wanted to do, especially in those first 20 episodes until the 7 stars really started. GX was something. It was a very interesting. It was a very unique show, but by the end it was a fun ride. And then in 5Ds you have Jack Atlas. In Zexel, whether you want to say Shark or Kaido, 2 great characters. Arc 5 you have Akiba Reiji, and then Vrains you have Revolver. So they're always going to get the rival right. I just hope that they really nail the protagonist in the next show. But speaking of that, where do you rank Vrains? You've seen all 6 shows. Where do you rank Vrains? You don't have to give your rankings if you don't want to, but where do you rank it out of all 6? I'm actually curious, because we talk every month.
Yeah, like...
I feel like we've had this conversation. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, I think I would rank it 2 or 3, just because, like...
So you liked it a lot.
Yeah, I did. Like, the main thing for me is this, which is that, in terms of, like... character-wise, it was sort of hit and miss, but I think that the plot really, to me, managed to, like, see itself throughout the whole series very well. Like... And as well, I do admit that, for me at least, that in terms of the final season, I honestly would say that if you went into telling me that the final season was going to have, 16 episodes?
Yeah.
That I would have assumed it was going to be...
horrific.
I assume...
Yeah, a 17-episode final season to wrap everything up. And let me tell you, it was very horrific for a lot of the side characters.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the side characters just... And that's why when you say a lot of the characters were hit and miss, I completely agree with you. But what I liked about the show, I liked the story a lot.
Basically, I will admit, for half of the side characters, sort of all right, so if you're lucky, you're going to have a duel.
Right.
And then
you're not going to win that duel, but you'll have a duel. That's not an off-screen one.
You might get dunked on.
Yeah, right. Like Spectre, you're not having a duel. Yeah, it was I mean, what happened to Spectre was insane. Yeah, I like the show, but
yeah,
what I was gonna say is 17 episode final season.
Yeah, for that, to me, honestly, in terms of final seasons, it might honestly, with all that said, might be my favorite, honestly, in terms of mostly because it really felt like, to me at least, so, as we've, I think, both said about, at least for Yusaku, issues with him as a protag, it kind of, in a way, didn't feel like he was the protag for the final bit.
And that's what it was. He wasn't the protagonist. And that was such, a breath of fresh air, where if that final season was more Yusaku-focused, if that final season crashes and burns, that Vrains literally could be probably as, 5th or 6th for me. But that final season, I enjoyed a lot. And that shows how important a final season is, just to get it right. Even if you screw your side characters, which it did, that's why I'm not I'm not going to rank it at the top for me. Even if you screw your side characters, though, get the main characters right, get the story right, and I liked it. I agree with you. Yeah. But I mean, jeez, it was something, that final season.
Legitimately, because I was in Japan at the time, I got to see final 2 episodes without the ability of randomly deciding, all right, I can't stand waiting for spoilers, so I'll just hit to the final minute of it, which I did a few times.
Yeah, well, we've talked about this before, and I don't know if you guys have gone back and looked at season 1, but early on in season 1, the show is not very good.
Yeah, season 1...
It's tough to get through some of those episodes.
Yeah.
Especially before the director changed. That Link summoning was, oh god, it was atrocious. With how long it took.
Confirm the summoning conditions are...
And they have to fly into the Link out. Oh my god, dude. I mean, you could tell they were, especially in hindsight, they were just buying time.
Yeah,
but Jesus Christ, some of those episodes were tough.
Yeah, one of my friends who just, watched, I think, the first season, his main complaint was that he couldn't get through any of the summoning animations. He was just how did they take this long to do one summon?
Yeah, and then you had the Another arc, and the Tower of Hanoi was very linear. You knew it had to be Yusaku Revolver, so you knew what was going to happen.
Yep, the only coin flip was basically
Aoi and Spectre.
Yep. Also, as well, I guess, like, who would lose to Revolver beforehand, Owie or Go?
Right, yeah.
Which was...
And who would beat Spectre? Because, there were a few variables, but at the end of the day,
Yep.
Season
1 was definitely, for me, like, I will say, because I, like, rewatched them later on, it, like, is so much different from the rest of the show.
Yeah, it does have a different feel to it. Yeah, and then Season 2 started a little sluggish as well. But I feel like the last 45, 50 episodes I really loved. The last year of the show, like when they got to the Mirror Link Brain stuff, most of my top 10 duels are going to be from the last 50 episodes of the show.
Yeah, and as well, like, just like going into the final season, like, I remember that there were basically so many of those major scenes that you had to look back on, for me at least, Earth's death and all the Ignis thing. It was at the time I was just all right, so I don't think any of this is actually going to happen, so that didn't have any emotional impact. And then rewatching him, it's oh, that was a permadeath.
Yeah.
Well,
I know, yeah, right. The Ignis permadying was pretty intense, but yeah. So I'm excited for Yu-Gi-Oh! 7.
Yeah, I'm feeling cautiously optimistic.
Cautiously optimistic, yeah. I'm just optimistic. I'm blindly optimistic, which is never good to be. But we'll see how that goes. Is this alert box still This alert box still is broke, isn't it? Oh no, it should work now. I don't know why the alert box isn't working. Yeah, but Anonymous Anime Lover, thank you for the donation. Hi Dylan and Jesse Wood, I think. That is Jesse Wood, the legend. He is here. But yeah, I'm optimistic. Thank you again, Anonymous. You're the best. Yeah, I just want to read some of the chats here. Yeah, it's fine to be... I'm just an optimistic person, though. And, I could have, ripped on the bad things of Reigns or Yu-Gi-Oh! But I always like to talk. I'm overly positive.
Yeah, if we wanted to do that, we could just talk about the Battle Beast arc.
Yeah, well, and we will talk about the Battle Beast arc in this filler arc. Don't worry about that. Yeah, you've heard my rants on the phone about the Battle Beast arc. But anyway, no, I am blindly optimistic. And I think if people want a more negative, bashful approach on the shows, then my channel's just not for them. It's just not. I like to focus on the positives. But if a show is, doing things that I don't like, I feel like I say it in a constructive way rather than a toxic way. But, Battle Beast arc, good arc. Come on, Sam. Come on. I know he's half joking, but we'll see. We'll see. I want you to pit original trilogy versus new trilogy.
For Star Wars?
No. No, not for Star Wars. For Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters through Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle Beast arc sucks. All right, good. Sam's just memeing. The good things from the Battle Beast arc, Sam, yes. And the good things, which I got there a little before you did. The animation, which was not dependent, No Gilbo did not say, I don't know if it was No Gilbo or Ebona, but they did not say, I'm invested in this Battle Beast arc, I want to animate an episode of this arc. It was just their turn in the animation schedule. Moreover, damn, can't see Sam's messages anymore. It was Gilbo. I thought it was Gilbo. Moreover, Crow's death and Jack's return could have been done under different circumstances. Jack's return could have been right after Yuri beat Gongenzika and was about to card him and kill him, the same way that he returned against the Battle Beast, except you have Yuri doing something or Leo Akaba doing something. There's just, oh man. Arc 5 had so many really enjoyable characters. What was the point of adding the Battle Beast, which did nothing for the show, and 6 Academia kids that are completely irrelevant when you already have such a loaded cast with 30 episodes until the end of the series? If it's early on, if it's the first half of the show, I'll give him a pass on that. That's why I don't rip the Yuya versus the Quiz Duel kid, which I know everyone hated that. That was an episode that got blasted on Nico Nico when Yuya dueled the Quiz kid. And you know what? I give them a pass on that. I don't talk about that episode because it's early in the show.
Yeah.
They're figuring things out. With 30 episodes left, you cannot do a Battle Beast arc. You can't. You don't have the time for it. And that was just unreal, man. It is called filler, but you can't have filler with 30 episodes to go. Man, it was just, I don't think so. No, I prefer the end of Arc 5 over the Battle Beast arc. That's how much, and you know I don't love that's how much I hate the Battle Beast arc. I can't. Jesus. Yuri versus YuGiOh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot down the road. Although YuGiOh versus Yuri was great. YuGiOh versus Jack was enjoyable. YuGiOh versus Shun and YuGiOh versus Reiji were fun duels. The dueling quality was good. I just wish the plot was there.
Yep.
It's almost kind of an inverse of Reigns a little bit, where Reigns I thought the plot was really good, especially in the final season, and the duels were okay.
Yeah, like, I will admit that there was a certain thing that kind of came up, like, towards the end, or, like, for me at least, of Reigns, which is that the quality of duel when it comes to, like, for at least, like, during, like, the last, like, really, like 50 episodes, like, you know, the identified really good part of Reigns, which is to me that I just felt like a lot of their duels, specifically at times, quite honestly, the ones involving Yusaku were just, like, compared to, like, the other duels where then you'd get, like, 10 out of 10 duels. Like, a lot of the good ones, like, for example, Bowman versus Aoi, Bowman versus Soulburner, I versus Akira and...
Aoi, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Yeah, well, listen, we could talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Arcs all day long. Noah arc or Battle Beast, which one was better?
Ooh.
Noah for me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I think there was...
And I didn't like the Noah arc, but...
Yeah, at least, like, for me, it had, like upward redeeming quality?
Yeah, the Kaiba family backstory was pretty redeeming.
Yeah, it made Mokuba at least, like, feel... Like, in terms of, like, for his character, it was probably his best arc.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And I liked Kaiba versus Gozabura. I liked Exodia Necros. I thought that was a fun duel. Yugi versus Noah was also enjoyable, where Yugi had the craziest ass pull in the history of ass pulls. Oh, my God. Yeah, no, that arc, yeah, the arc was okay. You know what the problem with that arc was? It's not the actual arc, it's where they put it in the story to split up Battle City, which was just a horrendous decision.
Yeah, I remember, even as a kid when it was first airing, I was like...
I want to see Kaiba versus Yugi and Marek versus Joey. What is this?
Yeah, it was like,
yeah.
You're just getting to the big hype part of your series of this point, and then we're going to slip in the filler arc right here.
Yeah, no, horrible decision. Yeah.
Not to be confused with the better filler arc.
What was the better filler arc?
This filler arc.
Oh, this filler arc. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, this filler arc. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to keep my channel alive. Have you watched Bleach, by the way?
I have, yes.
Okay. So Sam said that's what they did in Bleach. The Aizen arc got interrupted by 3 lots of 20 to 40 episode filler. That's true?
Yeah, I remember those.
Oh, Jesus. Shit was whack. Yeah, I've heard some great things about Bleach, but much like Bleach and Naruto, I've heard that the filler arcs are a little ridiculous.
The, at times, worst time filler arcs. It's just like that, a lot of them, it's like, for like the early part of, like, for example, Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, like, early parts of both of them, there was very few filler, and so it was, like, great. And then you got into the middle parts, and then, whoops, we got up to the manga. So, you know what time it is.
Yeah.
It's time for the every other 3 months worth of filler
arc. There are 4 filler arcs in Bleach, all 20 to 60 episodes, right in the middle of the final villain fight. Oh, God. Well, you know, jeez, that sounds... Then the final fight versus Aizen is not even given 2 episodes.
Wow. Yeah, at least it was real good.
Yeah, Naruto versus Ostrich? Is that a character name or the actual animal?
Yeah, that's one of the filler filler arcs were weird, man.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, filler arcs. Yeah, they are weird.
Ostrich for Smash.
Ostrich for Smash. Let's get it going. Yeah, but you know what? I feel like sometimes filler arcs are a necessary evil because if you don't do a filler arc, you get what Soul Eater did. And Soul Eater, one of the few anime that I've actually watched, caught up to the manga. Filler arcs are to prevent the anime from catching up to the manga so that they can, And Soul Eater catches up to the manga and they say, I think it was Studio Bones, they say, well, you know what? we're going to just make our own ending. And the ending was horrible. The ending was not good for Soul Eater. I didn't like the ending. And I've heard the manga ending was amazing. And that's why, like, you can't go against... You can't make your own ending. It just doesn't work. And with Full Metal Alchemist, isn't that what they kind of did? And
Yeah, they did. Except that for FMA, honestly, I kind of like both versions.
I've heard FMA is not bad.
Brotherhood probably better.
I've just heard Brotherhood is better, yeah.
Having said that, FMA was, in terms of the original bit, was so dark.
Oh, really?
Like, it was like, when I was watching it, because, so, like, I hadn't watched it because, for reasons, and then my friend recommended it. I binged it, and so I binged, like, the last 13 episodes, because I think it was, like, only, like, 50 episodes or something like that. And then I, by the end, was just like, alright, so that was definitely the darkest.
Yeah, no, I need to watch that show. Axe the Road, thank you for the donation. This is Dylan's largest filler arc. It is. I mean, it really is sad because, like, I'm probably not even we're still probably like 4 months away from Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 starting. If it starts in April. That's a big if, yeah. So, like, sucks, man.
But, yeah.
But I agree with you.
Yeah, I was going to say as well.
Yeah, studios should take breaks. That's why MHA takes breaks. I think Attack on Titan takes breaks. Like,
yeah,
those you should take breaks.
Which those have been both
great.
Really good.
Yeah, I've liked My Hero a lot. I think the show's great. I'm not really. I know the fandom is a little, especially the deep fandom. I know it's very insane, but I'm not. I'm not really. Yeah, I'm not really.
I just sort of ignore it at this point.
Yeah, I just watch the show and enjoy it myself. Beach is apparently at Jump Fest, so that'll be cool. The Jump Festa stream will be the night of December 20th, Friday night, 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Then the night of December 21st, 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. So it's going to be insane streams, a lot of giveaways, a lot of fun stuff, and we'll hopefully be all together as Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 gets announced. Roman, how you doing? But yeah, I think that will probably conclude things here. What do you think? Any last words to say, Jesse?
Let's see. 3 short prints.
3 short prints. Yeah, you know what? We did well. We good pulls. And I guess Sam's read the manga. Have you read the manga of Bleach?
I have, yes.
Do you like the final arc?
Yeah, I think it will. I can just say that I really hope that it is. So for me, at least, it's such a weird ending because they had a good natural ending point, which was like right after, like, at least for like if you were gonna cut it short. Where they could have just ended it after the Aizen fight, but then they did like a whole nother arc, and then it made it feel like more of a cliffhanger than a actual ending, and I was like,
Yeah, that's crappy. I don't know the story of Bleach's ending. The only ending that I know of that I've never seen is Death Note. I know the ending in the anime and the ending in the manga. I don't know why. But I've never watched Death Note. I just know how both of those pieces of media and Anonymous Anime Lover. That is a very, very generous donation. Thank you so much. I hope this helps with the filler arc and hopes Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 starts in April. Fingers crossed, Anonymous. You help. I mean, everyone here helps. But you help immensely. Thank you so much. You are a very sweet gal. So thank you so much for that very nice donation. You're incredible. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend, Anonymous. Thank you so much. And I hope you're enjoying on your Saturday afternoon, evening, morning, Sunday morning, wherever you are. The author rushed. Well, hold on. Let me see if this is actually how the Death Note. Do you know Death Note? Have you seen it?
I have not seen the ending yet.
Do you care if I spoil it?
I have no cares.
Okay.
It's been out for like what?
It's been out for a long time.
It's been out long enough that I can no longer complain because at this point
I agree. There's a
statute
of limitations. I haven't seen Death Note. Tell me if this is how it ends in the manga and in the anime. And if get off if you don't want to be spoiled. So on the anime, I know how it ends. I know that the main character dies on the stairs in the middle of the Light, right? Light Yagami, he's the main character. Is it Light? Yeah, Light Yagami. Right, Light Yagami and L, but L isn't the main character. It's Light Yagami. He dies. In the manga, he doesn't die on the stairs. He reaches the spirit. I don't remember the name. The demonic spirit that has the notebook. And he says, "Please kill the people that are after me." I forget the name of them. And the spirit agrees, and then he writes a name in the notebook, and he shows Light Yagami the Notebook, but he wrote Light Yagami's name, and so then Light Yagami dies. Is that how it ends in the manga? Yeah, see, some people don't want to be spoiled. I tell you, no, that's fine. Okay, so that is what happens in the manga, which, by the way, that is Ryuk. Okay, Ryuk. That's probably the funniest ending I've ever. Well, I mean, obviously it's not funny, but like, it's such a kick in the balls, man.
Which is this?
But Light Yagami he becomes a villain, right? He's a nut job in the so.
Which is still my second most hilarious thing I know about Death Note, which is the other that Willem Dafoe was in the Netflix version.
Willem Dafoe was in the Netflix version? Oh my god.
He played Ryuk.
Yeah.
I'll praise Willem Dafoe.
Right. That's incredible, man. Jesus Christ. Ryuk just a prank, bro. That's amazing, man. Wow. Well, anyway, guys. North Carolina, right? North Carolina's on the same time zone as us, right? So 5:39, 5:41.
It is in the East Coast.
The East Coast, yeah. And now you're moving to Texas very soon, right?
Probably, yes.
In late December.
Yep.
So you're moving in about a month. So
moving would be late December, early January. We'll flip a coin.
Yeah. So this might be the last time you're on for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're ever again in the area, you want to take that Texas drive up to New Jersey. That short 20-hour drive up to Middletown.
Very short.
That's amazing. But yeah. So that'll be fun, man. Good luck with the move and everything. And what part of Texas?
That's the main deciding factor. It's going to be either Arlington, San Antonio. Well, those are the two
Dallas.
Arlington is in the
Arlington
DFW.
is Dallas, yeah.
Except the difference is that it is the one that has Rangers and Cowboys Stadium in it.
Right.
Also,
right.
as well, all the other ones. The only one that's actually in Dallas out of the Dallas sports teams is the Stars, hilariously enough.
That'll be cool. Yeah. So that'll be fun to be at. Yeah, Pete will make reviews. The way the Legacy reviews are gonna work is Pete is gonna send me his Duel Monsters episode 6, GX episode 6, and 5Ds episode 6 audio. I'm gonna edit them, and then it's gonna be like a 40-minute video, and so you basically get 3 videos for the price of 1. So that's how we're gonna do them from now on. That way my channel's not being spammed with those kind of videos in case people don't care about the older shows. But if you want to relive the journey, then there you go, 3 for 1 deal. Anyway, guys, thank you so much I will watch Resurrection next week, the movie, right? Yeah, Have you seen it?
I've not yet.
I gotta see it, yeah. I know it's not canon, but still. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you for all the donations and all the support emotionally. You guys are amazing. Hope you enjoyed the pack opening. Jesse, thank you so much for coming on. Anything to promote? You got a Twitter, right?
Yes.
What's the @ Do you remember?
Yes. P-Town Jesse Wood.
P-Town Jesse Wood. Give Jesse a follow. You guys are all incredible. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Axe the Road. Keep it amazing, Dylan. Love you. Shout out to Blue Maiden and Bam. I love when you guys shout out everyone. All right. Love you guys. Maybe I'll do a Guitar Hero stream tomorrow. Play some anime openings after the Jets game. Love you guys. And I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you guys for hanging out. Take care.